welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into two of the most fundamental processes in, well, all of biology. We're talking about the cellular engines that power growth, healing, and the very continuation of life itself. So let's start with the big picture, right? Think about the huge problems life had to solve. How do you go from just one single cell to the trillions that make up a person? How does your body repair itself when you get a cut? And, the big one, how do you pass your genes on while also giving your entire species a fighting chance to adapt and survive whatever comes next? Well, the answers are found in two incredible and very different processes. Okay, let's jump into the first of these solutions. This is a process that is basically designed for one thing, and one thing only, making perfect, identical copies. You can think of this as the engine of consistency. So here's the most important thing you need to remember about mitosis. It is all about genetic duplication. The goal is super straightforward. Take one parent cell and produce two new daughter cells that are exact clones carrying the exact same DNA. No changes, no surprises. Now, this one single process is responsible for a wild range of jobs. It's how a baby grows into an adult. It's how some organisms, like an amoeba, reproduce just by splitting in two. And it's happening on a scale that is just mind-boggling. Right now, as you're listening, your body is performing trillions of these divisions just to replace old cells. We're talking millions of new cells every single second. It's incredible. And this is where it gets really personal, right? Mitosis is the reason that a paper cut on your finger can heal up and completely disappear. Your body just triggers this cascade of perfect cell divisions to replace the damaged tissue, restoring it to exactly the way it was before. Honestly, the best way to think about mitosis is just as life's perfect photocopier. Its entire job is to preserve and maintain the genetic stability of an organism. It makes sure every new cell has the exact same blueprint so it can do its job correctly. All right, let's switch gears and talk about the second engine. This one solves a totally different problem. See, this process isn't about making copies at all. It's about shuffling the genetic deck to create something new. So this is the highly specialized process that creates our sex cells, sperm and eggs, which scientists call gametes. And unlike mitosis, its main purpose is not to create identical clones. No way. It's actually to create unique cells that have only half the genetic information needed to make a whole new organism. So you can see, meiosis is really the cornerstone of sexual reproduction. It's the engine of diversity. It creates all the genetic variation that allows an entire species to adapt over time. And it has this really clever trick to make sure the chromosome count stays stable from one generation to the next. I absolutely love this analogy. Just think about it for a second. If our cells didn't have their chromosomes to make sperm and eggs, the chromosome number would literally double with every single generation. So meiosis acts like a really strict teacher, making sure each gamete has exactly half the required amount. That way, when they combine during fertilization, the baby has the perfect, complete set. And right here, this is the secret sauce of meiosis. It's a process called crossing over. Just picture pairs of chromosomes, one you got from your mom, one from your dad, and they line up and literally swap sections of their genetic code. This shuffle creates brand new combinations of genes that have never existed before. It's the very reason that you and your siblings can be so different, even though you have the same parents. Okay, so we've got these two incredibly powerful processes. One is for copying, the other is for creating variety. So let's put them side by side. It'll make the key differences totally crystal clear. This table just lays it all out perfectly. First, look at the purpose, right? Mitosis is for keeping an individual going, growth and repair. Meiosis is all about creating the next generation. And then check out the final outcome. Mitosis gives you two diploid cells, which just means they have a full set of chromosomes, identical to the parent. But meiosis, after going through 2 rounds of division, gives us 4 haploid cells, and each one is unique, with only half the chromosomes needed for a complete organism. Okay, so we've covered the mechanics, the whats and the hows, but now we get to the most important question of all. Why? Why does life even need both of these seemingly opposite processes to work? Well, by making all those perfect copies, mitosis provides the stability that an individual organism needs. It's how you grow from a single cell, how you heal from an injury, and how you maintain your body your whole life. You could say it's the engine of self-preservation. And on the flip side, by shuffling all those genes, Meiosis provides the variation that an entire species needs to survive in the long run. I mean, this genetic diversity is the raw material for evolution itself. It's what allows populations to adapt to new environments, fight off new diseases, and ultimately avoid going extinct. So really, when you step back and look at it, life is operating on these two parallel tracks. It relies on the strict, predictable copying of mitosis to keep individual organisms alive and well. But at the exact same time, it uses the creative, unpredictable shuffling of meiosis to make sure the entire species is ready for whatever the future might throw at it. And that leaves us with a really fascinating final thought, doesn't it? The incredible, sprawling story of life on this planet isn't a story of just one or the other, stability or change. It's actually a story about the perfect dynamic balance between making exact copies to sustain what already exists and creating something entirely new to face whatever comes next.